And my voice is also audible, right? Sure, sure.
Okay, no echo. Perfect. Okay. Hello. First of all, congratulations to you completing graduation in 4 years in IIT Madras. Let me introduce myself first. I am Ramajirao from the Department of Civil Engineering, 2020 batch. Freshers, of course not. We are going to become second years, right? Introduce yourself now.
Cool. I mean, that's very nice of you, Ramajirao. Thanks for the introduction of you. And my name is Sai Krishna. So I belong to Visakhapatnam of Andhra Pradesh, basically. So I had done my graduation at IIT Madras in civil engineering and passed out recently. Now I joined IIM Ahmedabad for an MBA 2 years program.
Great.
And during my institute life, I worked with many PRs and clubs of the institute, ranging from placement team, ESL, Shastra, Sarang, and even with CA for almost 3 years.
Yeah.
So this is a brief introduction about me.
Yeah, fine. And first of all, it would be pleasure to meet you like here and see as it's a part of the farewell conducted by the CA, the Civil Engineering Association. As you are graduating, we are planning to conduct a farewell, and these interviews are a part of this. And let us go into interview, right?
Sure, sure.
Okay, thank you. And the first question. Yeah, if you are a core or OPS aspirant, what is your motivation for freshers? Or else, if you are non-core, what is your suggestion to freshers?
Okay, so to reconfirm your question, if I am a core interested or UPSC aspirant, what is the suggestion? And if I am aspiring for some non-core profiles, what is suggestion?
Yeah, this is the most common question.
So,
yeah,
exactly, exactly. So if you are interested, for example, into core domains, maybe I would say first choose the stream in the department. For example, we almost have 5 to 6 streams in the department, from BTCM, structural, environment, etc. So in the first year, you don't have any idea, I mean, major idea. But when you go to second and third year, you'll have an electives of all the streams, and they'll help you to identify your interests so that which department, I mean, which substream is inclined to you. So first thing is identifying the substream. The second thing should be working with a couple of professors to do some projects apart from the courses, because our curriculum doesn't give much scope to do projects along with the courses. So I suggest you to talk to 2 or 3 professors, get good projects from them, so that it will help you while getting a letter of recommendations from them when you apply for any foreign university for your higher studies. And the third thing is maintain a good CGPA, because ultimately the CGPA matters very much in core domain. These are basic 3 suggestions which I wanted to give. And coming to the non-core aspirants, I mean the people who are interested to go to other profiles such as software development, analytics, consulting, etc. Firstly, I would suggest try to understand whether the core is suitable for you or not. I mean, did you really try out everything in the core and found out that you are not suitable for everything, or they are not suitable for you? Then it's your time to go into software. But without trying anything and without knowing completely about the core domain, I would say refrain from going to software profiles directly. I know, I understand that there is a package variations in both core and non-core profiles, but then at the end of the day, the growth will be higher in the core domain when compared to the non-core. So coming to my suggestions, the first thing is try to look at the companies which comes to the institute. Talk with the seniors, because they are the most people who have more experience and suggestions to give to you. Try to reach out to as many possible seniors. For example, in every batch, there are a good number of people who get placed in analytics, consulting, etc. Try to reach out to the senior relevant to your domain, talk to them, understand what the company expects from you, build a proper resume, either maybe winning some hackathons or competitions for analytics, etc., or developing a balanced resume for consulting, maintaining good PORs, good CGPA, good extracurriculars, etc. So try to find out what the company really wants and try to prepare in those similar lines. So these are the basic suggestions.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Very nice into the brief introduction. And it will be a lot more helpful. And the next question is, what is the one thing that happened positively in your online semesters? As you completed almost 3 years in history, but the last year going to happen in online semester. And there are a lot of obstacles. Like, a lot of issues are there because of online semester. The positive thing, which would you feel that will be more helpful to you? The one thing.
So the positive thing happened to me during online semesters. I don't know whether to say it on the record or not, but I would say my CGPA has increased a lot in the online semesters when compared to offline semesters. I mean, there might be multiple reasons. Maybe I did not put proper efforts in the offline semesters. But since everything is online, I had an opportunity to go and revisit the lectures whenever I required. For example, I am the person who does not pay much attention to the classes. And later I realized and regret that I missed that. So I used to get an opportunity to go back and visit the lectures and understand the concepts. And the deadlines of assignments were very much flexible because the professors used to understand the scenario. They because they know the current situation and the pandemic thing. They used to give a very flexible deadlines. And since there are no pure much activities in the online scenario, because for example, if you take online, I was a part of good number of PRs. I would not able to balance between the PRs, HACADs and everything. Since it's online, I don't have much work from the PRs. So I used to put a good amount of time into my HACADs. So these are the positive things.
Yeah, the same happened with us also, right? Same. The one advantage common is we are able to listen to the lectures again. That will be a lot of freedom for us.
Exactly.
Yeah, nice. And the next question is, the major thing that changed during the time when you joined to the graduation and now.
Okay, so the major change or the major transformation which I would say is I was upgraded to a better version of myself, because before coming to the institute, I was a person who is not much extrovert. I used to keep things to myself, and I was not having a great friend circles. I mean, I used to have people around me, but not in a great number. But once I came to institute, the institute gave me an opportunity to explore many things. It gave me good friends. It gave me good network. It gave me good seniors, and it's an opportunity to learn from everyone you meet. For example, I used to talk to a lot of seniors. I used to talk to a lot of people from other branches. It almost gave me a chance to stretch myself and explore different opportunities. I tried out different things in the institute. I worked with various PRs. I tried out different department courses. So all these culminated and made me a better personality in terms of networking, communication skills, or people skills. And of course, there would be always a good set of memories and fun with the friends, with the events, etc.
Nice. And that's the important thing one should learn in the during institute life, like extending the interactions and meet to more people. That's very, very nice thing. And unfortunately, we are not able to make that much because our first year completely gone online, and second year also we don't know.
Yes, I could understand.
Yeah.
Sure, I know. I mean, surely you would reach the institute soon enough. That's what I was expecting. No worries.
Hopefully. And yeah. And POs, as you know, the most important part and the major part in the institute life, which develops personality development and a lot more things. I listed few benefits here. Listen carefully. The first one is interaction with a lot of people, new friends, etc. The next benefit is perks. Actually, being a coordinator, head, deputy head, like perks are there. And third one is new skills, learn something useful to your career, work satisfaction, the last one. of these benefits, which benefit most suits for you, or which is most encouraged by you? And
Great. So as you said, the institute PORs are of different sets. There are PORs which will help you to build your technical knowledge. There are PORs which will help you to build people skills and interpersonal skills. And there are PORs which will help you which will give you a good set of people and good set of memories at the end of the day. So for example, coming to first category, there are PORs such as C5. It's completely technical. You'll get to learn a lot and you can build your skills. And the second thing is interpersonal skills and people skills. Events like Shastra, Sarang, ESL, etc. and CEA. And the third thing is the PORs, which are completely fun and memories. So I was a part of the PORs of the second and third category. I never tried upon going into technical PORs to build my knowledge and skills. I always thought that at the end of the day, PORs should help you to grow as a better person in terms of interpersonal skills or communication skills, or should help you to establish a good network. Because I personally felt that the technical knowledge, I have no great inclination towards any tech knowledge or to build skills. So I used to, I used to join the PORs such as placement team, ESL, CA, etc. So in the placement team, I used to learn a lot. So I used to reach out to the corporates. I used to invite to them to come to the placements. I learned a lot how to approach new people. It developed my interpersonal skills. It gave me a good sense of confidence. And obviously, at the end of the day, I got a good set of people and seniors whom I could reach out to anytime for any suggestions.
as expected, as a core aspirant, we are not tending towards technical skills, but we develop that interactions and the fun filling POS. Yes. And another question is, which POR is most liked by you? Like, anything learned in that POR? Anything special about that POR?
Sure. I mean, see, all the PORs are equally important to me, but I would say the placement team and CEA team were the most important PORs. I retained them till my end of the graduation, even in my third year and the final years. So in the placement team, it helped me to learn about the placement process at the institute, how the companies come, how they recruit the students. And I personally witnessed the moments after how the person feels when he gets placed, how happy the people will be, or how struggling the process is, and how difficult the person has to handle the situations. So it gave me good set of people, good set of seniors. And coming to the CEA, I worked with CEA for almost 3.5 years, I guess, complete graduation. I started as a deputy cod or volunteer, what you say, in here, and then I became a coordinator. Then, so all these 4 years taught me how to how to interact with the professors, because I got a lot of opportunities to talk with the professors, convince them for the events, convince them for the budget. It helped me to it helped me to develop negotiation skills. Basically, I could handle the team. So I used to handle a team of 20-25. I used to manage them. I used to organize the tasks them, and I also learned a lot from the people under me, people along with me working. And finally, if I look back, I had a good set of memories, good set of events which I conducted. And I still feel that I would be one of the seniors who my juniors would look up to at the end of the day.
Yeah, fine. Absolutely great. And that one thing, CA is love.
Yes.
It is also the most liked POR by me also. It's actually fun. And another most important and common question. If you are the director of the ATM for one day, what would you do?
Okay. So firstly, I would remove the 85% attendance policy rule. It is too much high.
Yeah.
The second thing is maybe I would remove the restrictions of boys going into girls' hostels and girls coming into boys' hostels. And
And
The third thing is maybe I could reduce the number of classes. For example, 9 credits has three classes a week. I can make it 2 if possible.
yes, it is useful in this online time.
Exactly.
Your wishes are the most common that every student wants to try, but we don't have the choice. Okay, nice. Yeah, and then this is a one short of like rapid fire. Like I give you the two choices of which you should choose one of. Right? Understand?
Okay.
Okay, go. Civil OP or ATM OP?
Civil OP.
Yeah. Offline or online?
Offline anytime.
And CG or POR?
CG.
Day or night at institute?
Night time at the institute.
Gym or food court?
Can you repeat it?
Gym or food court?
Food court.
Okay. And yeah, of course, you are looking fit. You might choose that food court. And why night at institute particularly?
So why night at institute? I guess I am one of the person who would go for a night walk many times. I mean, I have got feedback from people that they used to see me for night walks at the institute, because most of our life starts after 10 p.m. in the institute. Maybe the reading part or the fun part, are people coming and staying together in a room and watching movies or playing games or whatever, anything. I mean, even the PR meetings or our exam preparations, everything starts after 10 p.m. in the institute. And if it is a weekday, if it is a weekend like Friday, Saturday or something, we used to go movies after 10 p.m. We used to go for night walks where we used to start at 11 p.m. and we used to come back to our room at some 3 p.m. or 3:30. It's like most of the memories which we make, or most of the fun which we had were after 10 p.m. So that's why obviously the nightlife is most important in the institute.
Up to which time you wake up at night?
That depends actually. I am a person who needs a lot of sleep. So I used to sleep around 1:30 or 2 if I don't have any 8 o'clock class. If I have a 8 o'clock class, I used to sleep at 12:30 or 1.
Okay.
And I used to sleep every day afternoon 2 hours, because this is the most bad habit which I developed in the institute. I used to pick courses in electives which does not have any afternoon classes, so that I could sleep properly in the afternoon. Yeah. And I used to shout at my batchmates who disturbs me in the afternoon sleep. So that 2 hours afternoon sleep is very compulsory to me.
Yeah, of course. Everyone needs that, really. In fact, we do not able to manage the things. We stayed up to night at 2, 3 because of online meets, and no proper habits all are lost during this period. If we are at NST, we would be like you, definitely. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah. The one thing I want to know, are you really passionate in civil engineering branch when you are taking admission into IITs, or like it's based on your rank?
So the thing I would say is I hardly knew about civil engineering. So I got a good rank, but due to no reservation, I had to choose between civil engineering or chemical engineering in the old IITs, or CS or electrical in the new IITs. So I initially decided that whatever the branch I take, I should go to old IITs because of their reputation, their networking, their alumni base, or etc. Whatever, the system is completely organized in the old IITs. So once I decided that, I had to choose between civil and chemical engineering. So if I take chemical engineering, for higher studies or to get a good placements, I need to go to abroad mostly. And since I'm not very much inclined to go abroad or to do higher studies, I thought civil engineering would be my ideal option. But I did not have any real passion towards civil engineering before I joined the IIT. But later, when I understood, when I explored the things, and when I took several courses, the subject was really interesting. I wouldn't say that I have a deep passion towards all the streams in the civil engineering, because that's a fact. I had a good interest towards BTCM and environmental engineering. I used to take electives from those two substreams. I enjoyed a lot. And you may ask me now in the return that why didn't you choose your further career in the code domain? So I thought I may not be a good civil engineer, and I had to choose other non-core options.
Yeah. If you go back to the admission into IIT period, you would choose probably CSE, right? If you had a chance.
That's true. That's true for out of 90 people, out of 100 people. If given chance, every one of us want to choose CSE. That's not due to the interest towards CSE. Maybe that's due to the hype created around the CSE and the packages which CSE people receive. I would say at the end of the day, the department does not matter, because I have seen people of my batch who are getting good packages when compared to CSE people. So there are a couple of people in my batch also who belongs to the civil, but still got a good package in the final placements when compared to CSE people. So it ultimately depends. I mean, it ultimately boils down to your hard work and the efforts you put in. And the department has a role, but that role is not very significant or critical in deciding your further career.
Yeah, real, 100% true. And one thing I want to know, that if we have a 100% interest and the pure passion towards civil, we can go with that, right? We will have a better career.
Exactly. Because there is a person, there are a couple of persons in my batch who have a good CGPA and who had the core interest till the graduation. Even today, I look at them every day with a good amount of respect, because they maintained their interest towards the core, and they're still trying to get the opportunities in core. They know that they'll not get good packages. They know that their friends are getting placed with higher packages in the non-core, but still the passion towards core has driven them till today, and they're still looking for various opportunities in core, maybe to go abroad and to continue higher studies, or to work in the core domain, or to come back to the teaching faculty in the core. So there are people who has interest and who are continuing. So obviously having a 100% passion towards core is really appreciable.
Yes, probably our batch is completely towards core, because there is no branch change. So they fixed it, but yet some people are going to have complete, because in this online time, you have no limit. You can learn any other courses if you have interest.
Exactly. That is the flexibility you will have in the online scenario.
Yeah. I am also core aspirant. That's why I am asking.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, try to maintain the passion. There are many opportunities, and obviously you'll find a good position in core sector.
Okay. And coming to the next, how often did you think about your career options in your 4 years of BTech? Like, imagine the career in middle years or third year, pre-final year.
Exactly. So I was one of the persons who was least worried about my career in my placement. In my BTech, I never took anything seriously. I mean, this is about me. I'm not suggesting it to anyone, because I never worried about internships till third year. I never worried about placements. Even I did not sit for final placements also properly. So the problem is, I initially had a thought of going for UPSC before even entering the BTech. So with that thought, I thought there is nothing to worry, or there is nothing to take stress upon. And I just used to enjoy all my 4 years. But at the end of the third year, since the pandemic struck, I had to think once again, because things are getting completely changed, and the capabilities and the abilities of myself are reduced to a greater extent due to the online scenario. So I had to think whether going for UPSC at that point of time is really correct or not. So immediately I applied for CAT as a backup option, so that if I don't get to UPSC, so that I could come back to CAT and give it later also. But successfully, or maybe by luck or something, I got admissions in good pay schools. And I thought rather preparing for UPSC in this online mode of scenario, in this amidst of such uncertainties, I thought let's go to B school, enjoy the life for a couple of more years, and see what I really have the passion towards UPSC. And if I really have the passion towards UPSC, I would obviously come back to it someday. And the other reason being to, I mean, the other reason for going to B school is I missed almost 1.5 years of my insta life, which are very, very important, in which we could have made more memories and more friends. So I thought let's have one more opportunity at the institute life, that maybe in MBA. So I had to go to MBA. And to make it in a crisp answer, I would say start thinking about your career at least right after your second year, so that you would have a good amount of time. In your internships, try to explore what you're interested, so that you'll get a clear idea, which will help you to sit for final placements. If you're a person who wanted to work right away after graduation, it's better you start early. If you're the person who plans to do higher studies or something else, then you can at least start worrying about them in the mid third year or the third year starting.
Yeah, that's really true. And cracking CAT in this online time really comes up with 100% determination, because we are came across already advanced exam that also online, and I can sense that that's purely 100% hard work. And that one thing I like it that there is a backup plan always. That's really helpful. Fine. And that's all for the fun day questions. And now we will go with rapid fire questions. You may answer it as much as possible first. Okay. Okay, bro. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay. I will provide the list of places with some characters in your batch. You just say the names of the your batch matching for that character. Okay?
Sure.
Okay. As cool as a tree. Cool guy.
I guess Harsha Neduri is one of the coolest persons I have met in the institute.
As hot as fire. Crazy boy.
As hot as in it is Vamsi Siddhala maybe. He's one of the craziest persons who has done many crazy things which we could not do in the institute.
Okay. As royal as a queen.
Royal as a queen. I guess none of my batchmates were royal, so there isn't any apt match to that.
Means they have a lot of popularity, like every batch.
Okay. You mean popularity? I would say Sairam. He has a good popularity among girls, at least in our batch. I mean, maybe popularity or good contacts or good. He talks a lot actually, so maybe that's the reason.
Okay, and as right as wrong. Who is always sure about his point and damn sure.
Very difficult to answer, but still.
Yeah, probably that type of boys are rare.
Yes, exactly. There are people who answers everything in a silly or manner, but there isn't any person who is always right every time. So it's like difficult to answer.
Okay, as sweet as a song.
I would say Sai Krishna. So he's one of the funniest persons and the sweetest I have ever met. At any point of time, irrespective of the circumstances or whatever happening, he always comes up with his funny jokes or something very funny which he does. So
Okay.
he is the one.
And finally, as silly as fun.
As
Silly or as fun, as a lot of good sense of humor.
humor. So I would say Chaitanya. He is one of the person who we makes fun of him and who is also very funny and also silly.
Okay, cool. And the next, uh, in short words, can you say that two experience? One is the proud moment for you, and another one is embarrassing moment, the most embarrassing moment during your mystery life ever faced.
Insta life. Okay.
You can include online.
Okay.
Because
So one of the happiest. Sorry. Sure. So one of the proud moments during my Insta life is I would say being a part of the placement team. I had seen people literally coming to me and thanking me after they're getting placed. I don't have any major role which I played that got them their job, but still there are people. I just handle the companies and the students, manage the students, but still there are people who are very happy and thanked me a lot, and they even gave me good treats. Who got after they're getting placed. I was really happy and proud, so that I played a minimal role at least. To be a happiness of someone else's life. That is one of the proud moment. And most embarrassing moment which I realized in the final year of my graduation is the gender ratio in institute is very low, and the gender ratio among my friend circle is also very low. For example, if the gender ratio in the institute is 7:1 or 8:1, and the gender ratio in my friend circle is almost some 50:1 or almost more than that. I realized it very late and found it embarrassing that I did not have any good friends in girls when compared to boys. But maybe my final year in the online helped me to at least add good number of people into my friend circles from girls. So that is one of the most embarrassing moments.
okay, and oh, could you please say the things a little slow because bandwidth problem might create some problems. And this is fine.
Sure.
You can go with
Sure, I'll just say in a slower pace.
it. Okay, nice and cool. Huh. Ever had a thought of being a IITM professor? And one time in your career, like
Seriously, yes, I had a thought. That's because due to one of the professors which I had encountered in the courses. So he is one of the most most strict professor which we have seen. Maybe in the terms of grading pattern or taking the course, or so I could say causing a lot of trouble to the students. He used to put plagiarism software in our assignments. He used to come up with surprise quizzes. He used to wake up us during the lectures if we used to sleep. So I thought I would have all this fun if I had become a professor.
that's really cool. Cool.
Your voice is not audible.
Sorry, that's really cool. That's the most
Yeah,
common things
thank you.
that every graduating student going to face. Uh, of course, we are not because at every stage we are giving postponement to the submission deadline. I think it's going fine in this online system, but during this offline, it's not imaginable even.
Still, I mean, you'll learn and enjoy the process. That is not a
Yeah.
big deal. You'll try to.
Okay, fine. Have you ever been into hostel fights?
Hostel fights, unfortunately, no. In our batch, or when I was part of institute, there were no major hostel fights. So I had heard stories of hostel fights from my seniors, but unfortunately, I was never a part of any hostel fight.
Okay, a good boy, good guy in the whole batch.
No. It's not like good guy. I did not get the opportunity, or there were no wars happening. I thought to create one, but I wasn't able to do so.
Okay, fine. And that's all for the day. Thank you for giving such a nice info and fun days. I really thank you, and it would be a very high pleasure to meet my senior. It is my first meeting with a senior like this, and it's going good, very nice to me. And I really thank CA for giving me this opportunity. And finally, last thing I want to ask, your opinion on CBA. That's compulsory question. Right.
Yeah, sure. I'll just try to sum up everything. So
Yeah.
initially, thank you for taking your time and taking the efforts, and thank you Team CEA for giving an opportunity to recollect all my graduation memories and everything. And coming to the point, I would like to give a couple of pointers to the people who watches this or to the people who are still in their graduation. So first thing is, these 4 years are one of the most precious years in your life, which you will not get an opportunity again. You will. This is the opportunity to try anything you want. Make friends, establish contacts, try out different things, explore different courses. It is an opportunity to push yourself beyond the limits and come out of the institute as a better and better person and an upgraded version of yourself. And the final thing is, never have a regret of missing out something on the institute. I have a couple of regrets which I thought I would do in the final years, but unfortunately the pandemic struck and I could not complete my bucket list. So I would say, if you're willing to do something or you're interested to do something, try out, learn things, interact with the people, build networks. And final double star suggestion is, there are people who will say CGPA is not valuable. It's okay, it's chalta hai if you have low CGPA, but that is a complete trash, I would say. CGPA has its importance, CGPA has its role. It will be useful to you at any point of your life, at any instant. It may not be useful directly in the institute, but try to improve your CGPA as much as possible and enjoy the acads, enjoy the learning process. And finally, about the first years, yes, we could not meet in person. If we are on the campus, we as the seniors would have taken the responsibility to conduct some interaction sessions or give you freshers a welcome party, but unfortunately we could not do it. And the concluding words about the Team CEA, obviously the Team CEA is one of the biggest department fests in the IITM and all over the IITs. We are one family who has grown leaps and bounds and came to this position. And me as a person, I was a part of CEA for many years and it gave me a good family. I would say CEA is an extended family to me. We had done several things as a part of CEA. There were many events, many technical events, many cultural events. We had many events and we had enjoyed a lot. I would say when we are in a good position and we are growing at a higher rate, the pandemic struck and we could not immediately switch over to offline and online. For all the civil people, I would suggest at least be part of CEA for at least 1 or 2 years so that you would understand why CEA is very important, very nice and very useful to you when compared to other department events or civil events at other IITs.
Okay.
I guess your video is stuck.
Yeah. Now it's fine. Yeah. That's all for the day. Really very nice message for all the freshers. I hope you were will very successful in your career and everything goes good and keeping our health will be safe and and lot to achieve. I hope you will achieve more things in career. And congratulations for once again, congrats for being graduated. That's all for this. Thank you.